Oh, shoot, really?
I didn't know that. Okay, go ahead.
All right. We tried to do it landscape format today, but it won't let us do it. So here we are again, vertical format. And we didn't realize we were on. We were trying to figure it out, but happy Sunday from the Funny Farm Rescue and Sanctuary in Mays Landing, New Jersey. This is Nikki, my cockatoo. She can live up to 90 years. So this is a bird that has been surrendered to us, and she is only 8.5. So we have a lot more years ahead with her life. After I die, she will be willed. She's going to be a Funny Farm resident the rest of her life. And after I die, I'm leaving the Funny Farm to the animals. So it will be a rescue and sanctuary forever. And I hope that the people thereafter keeping it a sanctuary. Like I said, I'm writing it in the bylaws. So it is written in the bylaws. So that's what our plan is. No matter what, we will never go out of business and will remain a sanctuary no matter what happens to me. So you can see she's a lover. However, she has a very sharp beak. She could crack walnuts in a snap. So can you imagine what she could do to your finger? So you have to always be cognizant. She is a sweetheart and she always loves to be rubbed. She just had her beak trimmed and her nails trimmed. There is upkeep with every single animal at the Funny Farm. Before we go too much further, I want to say a lot of people are asking when we're going to be open. I think I've had 10 calls already this morning. We are hoping to be open on the 21st. That's 2 weeks from today. It is Father's Day. We're not sure how many people are going to be let in, so it definitely will be not as many numbers as we normally have. So be prepared. Maybe some can get here early, some can come here a little later, and hopefully we can get everybody in. We will be requiring masks as per the CDC, and you will have to wash your hands, obviously. Remember, if you pet an animal and somebody else pets an animal, you just can't touch your face before you wash your hands. Or we have hand sanitizing stations as well as wash stations all around the farm. So stay tuned on Facebook, Instagram, and our website for all the rules, temporary rules, until we get past this mess. But we're happy to say that we're hope to be opening in 2 weeks. So this girl screams all the time usually. Now, again, she's camera shy. She wants me to not stop. You want to tell them a story? Tell them, Nikki. You want to say something? Where's my pretty girl? I swear, she knows she's on camera, and she's like, I'm not saying anything. Nothing to incriminate me, for sure. Okay.
So don't forget to say where people are from.
Yes, please tell me where you are from. Last week, we were shocked. We had Nova Scotia. We had Britain. We had Hawaii, we had New Zealand. So we were so excited to see all the different places, as well as all the people in New Jersey that have not been able to visit us since we've been closed. So we're hoping to bring you some happiness in this crazy, crazy time of ours. I'm wearing kitten ears today because I feel like it's forever kittens. We've had some more dropped off outside down the street in a box. One was in a milk crate. And
that's not good.
That is not a good thing. You can be arrested and it will be a felony on your record. We do have cameras up, so they are looking at those now. You know, we want to help everybody, but it's much better that if you call me and say, listen, because if I have too many, I don't want to hurt the ones that I'm trying to help. So I have 19 bottle babies in here right now and a full-time job, and that's a full-time job as well as the farm. So it's quite a bit of work. I am getting some helpers. I have one of my volunteers comes and helps me at 6 a.m. to start the feeding because they're so crazy from all night not eating. They have to be fed every 4 hours, and it's a bottle. So some of them don't take them as readily. So keep that in mind. We are adopting out a bunch, and as you guys know with our program, how that works is you can take them home, but you have to bring them back to get spayed, neutered, shots. The entire time before that happens, we are responsible for their health. They are seen by a vet. They do get meds. They do get dewormed. But they have to be spayed and neutered. Okay, Tucker, he's getting a little jealous because, am I touching the bird too much? Am I not paying attention? Yes? What, am I not paying attention to you? Okay, I'm sorry. All right. Little jealousy at the funny farm. There's a lot of love that's needed for everybody. I'm sorry. Tucker is the mega esophagus puppy that has to sit up in his high chair to eat. And he's a big baby. He is 2 years old. Tucker, come here. He is 2 years old, and that is the only way that he can eat his liquid food sitting up in his chair. We did do a live video of that once, but we are going to have to do that again. But just not today because we have a lot of other things to show. So let's show some of those kittens that are in my house here. Matt, if you want to jump in here.
See if I can get some of
Can you see them? So there's a bunch. There's a lot of different sizes. This one has a mom, but the mom was trying to reject her because I think she was too little. And I just fed them not long ago, and they're hungry again already. So it's if I am trying to do my job, every few minutes somebody else is crying, so I feed them every so often. I do try and do 2 at a time. But there's a lot around here. Hold on.
Little sharks.
They are. Here's a little black and white. We have all different shapes, colors, sizes. Some of them are sickly. This is a fluffy orange and white one. Some of them have upper respiratories, so they need to have extra. They have meds. Yes, you can see they're climbing out. But I do want to show you guys Hope. Yeah, wait, I think she might be going to the potty. Hold on. She is in her litter box. All of the kittens, before they go, are litter box trained and will be eating on their own. A couple of these are starting to eat, but they want the supplemental bottle no matter what. We have, all right, Hope, are you done going? Uh-oh, I'm caught. So I also have my microphone on my shirt today. If you guys don't think that's good and it's not a good volume, speak up and I'll hold it away.
Yeah, if it shakes her.
All right, wait, she is.
Makes noise.
So Hope is deciding to go to the potty right now. So let's get, okay, who's crying? Who's crying? Is it you? So now look at this guy. So he has a little eye issue. So we are putting tiramycin in that because it's an antibiotic because of the eye, and he has a little upper respiratory infection. So again, it's, they can be really delicate when they're babies. And this is the crazy man, Arnie. He was named after Dr. Arnie, who has donated about $1,500 since the COVID. Actually, maybe more than that now. So he has a namesake, Dr. Arnie, because this guy was sickly when he was little. Not as bad as Hope, but he needed a lot of meds, and you can see he's doing really well now. And he gets along. Yes, Dr. Arnie is a good friend of the farm's and keeps us going in our times of need, as well as many of you. We really appreciate all the donations. Oh, somebody deciding to say hello now. You want to talk? Yeah? Hello? Nope. So we have been getting litter and bags of food and mealworms. You want to say hi? Hi. You can say it. And then we have also had our wonderful people donating money when they can. I know it's hard for everybody, so we're not asking, but if you can and you want to do something good for the animals, 100% goes to them. So we really appreciate that because we have been was I on top of the microphone? Yeah. Sorry. We have been
sketchy.
We have been having a hard time, through this. So we're hopefully will be open on the 21st, and then that will help us. She's putting her back to me because she wants another back rub. Who doesn't like a back rub? Huh, Nikki? Do you want a back rub? Is that what you want? You gonna say something?
So Christy wants to know about how you adopt a kitten.
So adoptions for kittens, you have to make an appointment. We are doing kitten adoptions. We are doing some today. You want to get down? Hello. We are doing some today and Tuesday. So you can either call me at the 609, not right now, 609-742-9410, or you can send an email. We'll probably just tell you to call me so we can actually schedule the appointment because we have to, follow our guidelines that we can't have a lot of people here. So we have to go into either my house or the cat house, not the new cat house, not the newly renovated cat house, the cat house that's temporary, to go see them. So it's actually in a building. So we have to wear our masks, and only, your group can come in with one of our volunteers.
Jessica wants to know if these kittens are up for adoption.
Yes, but not yet. We want to make sure that they are healthy. So excuse you, somebody's hanging on to my wire. That is not your play toy. Give it to me. This is why we don't have extra Hey! All right, I see you too. So they will be up for adoption. Like I said, none are spoken for. But guess who is done going to the potty? And look at her playing with her friend. So great news with Miss Hope. You can see she's bigger than everybody else. Her eyes are opening. She's been getting lots of antibiotics. Now, we're not sure, the vets are not sure if she's going to be able to see or not. She may, if she is, I've been trying to do tests like, can you see anything? And I'm not really sure if she's going to be able to see, but we're hopeful that maybe they won't have to take out her eyes. Even if she has partial vision, it'll be nice. So there's Nikki. This is what I have to deal with when I'm on the phone. If I have my work calls, that's it. And she's like an alarm clock. If I decide to sleep in until 5 a.m., oh no, she's like, I'm not having it. So when I see her asleep, I go, Nikki, wake up! So she maybe will sleep in a little bit, but she never does. So my day.
Take her out and see.
Oh yeah, should we go see Jello? Jello is out. Is Jello outside yet?
I think so.
Oh, Jello's here. Jello is here. We just Jello is getting to be bigger, so Hope has transitioned in with the rest of the kittens, so she's getting a lot of playtime with them. Okay, we'll be back to feed you in a little bit. Bye, Nikki. Bye-bye. We'll see you later, okay? Okay? Show them your hair. Show them. All right. You can tell she doesn't really do much on command when Mom tells her to. Bye. Okay.
So
Jello is under his foam mom, which is a feather duster. But you can see the size of Jello.
He got big.
Hope is bigger as well, but not as big. I think Jello's maybe growing a little faster. Am I on my microphone again? Okay,
You're good.
Let's go. Miss Cindy's going to open the door.
Wait, Rocky.
Are there kids? Hold on, Roy. Rocky, wait. Oh, boy.
Okay.
The wire? I thought you were controlling the wire.
Well, Rocky got me on it.
Uh-oh, now we have the other dogs. Okay.
Don't bring that Barky guy in the house.
Come on, Barker.
Okay,
Gunner, stay in. All right. So we have Gunner and Puppy, and all they do is play all day, and all they do is bark. So he's going to bark in the house.
You think Jello will swim or not?
Jello, let's see if Jello swims. We'll try that. It's not super hot yet, but... All right, stop, Brooke. Let him be. Okay, nope. No. Uh-oh. Hey.
No.
Hey.
Hey, you guys.
All right, leave him alone. No. Let's go. Come here. They know their brother. All right, give kisses. So don't try that at home with your own dogs. My dogs know the babies. They know all the players here, so they know that they are not allowed to play too rough. Okay, he's going to jump right out the hole. There he goes.
Oh, yeah.
Where you going, Jello? You're all wound up. Jello. Hold on there, mister. Okay, Mommy needs to go in with him, I think.
Yeah.
Hold on there, big boy. He was very calm. Now he's feeling better, so he's... Let's go on your little... So you can see now how large... Can you see? How much larger they are? Jello has a tiny bit of a head tilt, and we think this is due to a niacin deficiency from what our vet tells us. And so he's on special medicated food because when he was really young, when we got him, before we got him, his mom wasn't around to show him what to eat. So we're hoping that the head tilt is getting a little bit better. So if any of you have ducks and that happens, it's usually a niacin deficiency. I am not a vet. That's what our vet tells us. So, if you have, it could be other things as well, but that a lot of times is what it is. But we are so incredibly happy with Hope's recovery. She's a little bit chunky even now. You don't feel any ribs anymore on her. Her eyes are starting to crack, and we hope that she is actually starting to be able to see. She's like, I can't really open my eyes here because it's really sunny, Mom.
Right, too.
But you can see they're used to each other. They lay with each other, and woo, yay! Little windy out, huh, Jello? So Jello is doing, all right, you guys. They're deciding to have playtime right behind us. All right, Brooklyn. Sorry, I just screamed in your ears. I'm so sorry. I forget about that darn microphone. But maybe it's not so loud for you all, but it's really loud for me here. So, all right. So we'll give our two.
Rocky should go in the truck, maybe.
Oh, Rocky could go in the truck, maybe. Rocky, you want to go in the truck? Rocky loves to sit in the truck, and we have to make sure we put the air on for him, especially when it's this hot out. Or we add water and leave the windows open, but he can be a little naughty and wants to play all the time. So, oh, Adele's here. We took her diaper off this time before we brought her out, and she is just liking this a lot because none of the roosters are bothering her. And you can see they're very comfortable with their mom. Oh, somebody still has a little sneeze. So you can tell that she still has a little bit of an upper respiratory, but she is 1,000 times better from, when we got her. So I think we're past the point of worrying if she was going to live or die. I think that she is on her way to recovery. Now we just have to concentrate on her eyesight. And guess what? If she is blind, that's okay. We have a horse with one eye. We have animals that are missing legs, and we already have some blind kitties. So she'll be in good company if she is. But we really would like her to be able to have some kind of eyesight, at least see shadows or something.
Samantha's from the UK.
Samantha from the UK.
Said your place is like her idea of heaven.
Oh, well, Samantha, if you ever get over to the United States, you come visit us. We will give you a special tour. All right, so shall we give these back to Miss Cindy? You can go.
Crystal's all worried about Rocky in the truck.
Oh, Rocky in the truck is going to have the air on in the truck. Don't worry about him.
He'll only be in there 10 minutes.
Yes, actually, he stays in there for hours in the winter because he doesn't want to come out. I open the door and he just sits there. He thinks he's going for RIDE. I can't say that word because if the other dogs hear ride, the word ride, if they hear ride, then we're in trouble. They're like, where are we going? They all stand by the truck, and that's what they want to do. I'm sure some of your dogs are like that as well. So they don't tell me that they don't understand what you're saying. If I spell it. So where's Tucker?
They know how to spell.
Tucker. I'm screaming again. Tucker. So he knows the word POOL. Tucker, come here.
Come here, Tucker.
Tuck, you want to go in the pool? Uh-oh, did I lose my? Okay, I'm okay. Tucker, want to go in the pool? Okay, let's go show him. So let's say bye-bye. Thank you guys for all. We actually received a lot of donations from you for Hope and Jello. And you can see we put it to good use. They have all of their vet care that they need, food, love, attention. Okay, Jello, he's like, I want to go. He's big enough now. He wants to go play. It's all right. It's all right. Okay. All right, Cindy. Thank you so much. All right. So we're going to we have to go. Let's see if he wants to go.
He does, I'm sure.
Tucker, so remember I was telling you, let's see. Wait, come here, Tuck. Wait, let's go this way. Matt, you go over there so you can see his face because he's black. He's hard to see.
Hey, you're stepping on my wire.
Okay.
Maybe we should do a wireless one.
What? Tuck, you want to go in the pool? Tucker, you want to go in the pool? Tucker, you want to go in the pool? Let's go in the pool. Come on, you want to go in the pool? No, he wants to play with Brookie. Want to go in the pool? Who wants to go in the pool?
His sister first.
Come on, you want to go? Come on. We'll go around this way. Come on, let's go. Let's go. So I have a pool at the farm. It is not for me. It is for the animals. I've said it before. Everybody thinks, oh, do you get to go swimming? Hardly ever. It's for the animals. Come on, Tucker.
And who's your pool guy? Oh, you just banged me.
Sorry. Did I hurt it?
No, it's okay.
All right, so my brother is my pool guy, thank goodness, because he complains all the time about how much hair is in here, and you can see it needs to be cleaned. Come on, Tucker, go in the pool. You gonna go? Who wants to go in the pool? You gonna go? Come on. Gonna go in the pool? Come on. You wanna go in the pool? He's like, it's not hot enough yet, Mom. Go ahead. All right. We don't have to go. Make a liar out of me. I'm used to it. So if I say the word,
Throw that ball in there. Maybe they'll go get it.
yeah, I can't get the ball. Give me it. Ready? Ready? Get set. Go get it. Uh-oh. Go get it.
Caesar wants it.
Caesar's like, I'm going to go get it. Get it, Brooke.
Tucker, go get the ball.
Go get it. Go ahead. I have to help her get it to her. Oh, the water's warm. My heater's not even on and the water's already warm. Okay, Brooke, it's coming over to you. You would think a golden retriever would love the water, and she's a little sissy girl. She thinks she's going to get it. Go ahead, Brooke. Go get it. And you see Mr. Caesar, little Caesar, the one who's barking. He is the ball king, so he's mad if she's going to get it. Uh-oh. Go get it, Tucker. Yay! Tucker got it. He's like, you know what? I'm not waiting for these two to get it. It was getting too close. So Tucker came in as a little puppy, and I taught him how to swim, as I do each dog, because you can see I have steps down. So if they by accident ever fall in the summer, they know exactly where to go and they have steps to get out. If you have a pool at your house, you should always make sure that they know how to get in. Whoops, 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 whoops. Okay. In the winter, I have one of those it's not hard, it's a really tight cover, and you can put a baby elephant on it. So the dogs think it's their trampoline in the winter, because as long as the water's not frozen, it splashes out through a net in the front. So even in the winter, they're swimming, just a little differently. All right, somebody's a little bit wet. This happens a lot. So I just get the house cleaned, and then he comes in soaking wet and then tracks mud all through the house. So hardwood floors are the key. It is springtime. And I was going to give Cindy my phone in case it rings. Thank you. It is springtime, and we get a lot of calls and people saying, I see this baby deer. It's laying there. The mom's nowhere to be found. Leave it alone. If you see a baby deer laying there cuddled up, the mom leaves it. She goes and forages for food and comes back. Now, if you see a deer and it's been there a while, and then you start seeing ticks in their eyes are shut because of the ticks, that's when you know they're in distress. So, and that's when you need to call, a wildlife place that will be able to help out with the deer. If you call me, we will direct you in the right direction. That's one. Baby bunnies, another one. If you see them in a nest, the mother comes in the morning and at night. The babies don't have a scent, so they're left alone all day. They only get fed like twice a day, and maybe in the middle of the night, but all day the moms are gone. So again, leave them be. If you see a nest of bunnies, walk away. They're very, very fragile, and if you decide to try and take care of them and try and take care of them yourself, most likely they will die. So those couple of things.
And you want to see Anna maybe?
Okay, let's go visit Anna.
You know what she's doing?
What, did Anna have her new boyfriend last week?
No.
Okay, Tucker. So Anna I thought she did. Anna has a boyfriend. She met him, but now they're inseparable. If Canyon has to come out to eat his food in the barn, there's Buddy. He's relaxing in the shade. That's Matt's dog from New York. He is basically a funny farm dog now. When Matt goes back to New York, Buddy's like, yeah, I'm not going. See you, Dad. And there's Caesar. And then Farley, the funny farm dog. Farley! Farley! He's the one, if there is a rooster fight or ducks that are playing leapfrog and get stuck, he will absolutely go and break it up and then not hurt them and then come back. So when we open, we will be moving the picnic tables around to get social distancing. So we're going to have them play strategically through the farm. So also we'll have our store, and we'll have little orange markers 6 feet away. So when you're going to buy food, you will keep your social distance. Also remember, if you're petting the animals, don't touch your face or your eyes or your mouth until you go and wash your hands. We have hand washing stations. Let me show you real quick. We're kind of doing a side note here. We have hand washing stations like this all over the farm, and we also have the regular hand sanitizers. But these are the ones that operate with your feet, so you don't even have to touch anything. You use your foot. You see it, how it comes out, and then you pull a disposable towel away and then throw that out.
And we got some donations from someone.
Yes, so one of our volunteers, Jerry, today came, and you can see the brand new cat house. Should we take a look real quick?
Yeah.
Do you want to see? All right, let's go see. Water for the volunteers, kitten food, because these are all on our list. So thank you so much. It's really been helping us. So we're even not letting the cats into the new cat house until it's completely finished. We are this close. So we're so close. We're going to go show you today
This is what we're going to see in a minute.
what it looks like. Oh, there's Miss Anna and her boyfriend Canyon, which is also he's also in. Canyon is the one-eyed horse. Everybody says, "Oh my gosh, how did he lose his eye?" His eye was poked out with a piece of barbed wire at another farm, and he wound up coming here. He used to be a rider. He also has a sway back. That's when it looks like a U. And I always say, but he's like Lady Gaga. He was born that way. I have seen baby pictures of him, and he was always sway backed. So that can happen from birth. It's not just from riding them if you're too heavy. Okay, here is the kitten cottage. We're going to need a sign soon, because we will be opening it up soon. And what the premise of this is all of the cats that are going to be adoptable will be living in here.
So this is the old renovated shed.
Old renovated shed that we had. And I'll tell you, we've had volunteer after volunteer here. It has been going on. I thought it was going to take 3 months. It's taken 9. At least 9 months, I think. But you can see these walls are all washable. The ceilings are washable. The floors, they look like tile floors, they are washable. My favorite part about this, you can see we're still working, but we're almost done here. And we've had quite a few volunteers. My brother Gordon, Frank has been here, Joey DeFalco, and Kendall has been the one that came in, and he's been here an entire week. So thank you so much to all of my volunteers trying to get this done. So this is where these are built into the wall. So we're not sure if we're going to put carpeting or just leave them, or maybe put the little skid-proof things on so they can hop up, and it's like a game, and then they can hop up to their shelf. And then the most fun part about this place is this will be their door to go to the potty. Outside there is going to be a box that's connected. It'll be like a separate room, and that's phase 2. If not, the cat litter boxes are going to sit right here until we get that finished, but we think we're going to continue on and get that done. And this is a bigger one for our little chubbier cats. And these cats are ones that can be adopted. Some of them are older, some of them are younger. We have some that are 16, 17. They are not going to be adopted because they don't have a long life left, and they seem very happy here. But if there's a cat that you want, or even if you just want to get a fur fix and you want to sit in here, we're going to have a little television with some fish running on it. We're going to have a bunch of brand new cat trees, brand new bowls. And again, this is just like that other area where they're going to be able to hop up, so it keeps them very interested. We're going to have some things hanging from the ceiling, and then they all like to lay up high, a lot of them. It will be air conditioned and heated. So
negative pressure.
We have negative pressure, which means that fan pushes in, and then we'll have a fan pulling out of the litter box area, so it won't be stinky. We don't want a stinky kitten cottage, so we've done too much work to have that happen.
What if you can't have a cat, but you want to?
So if you can't have a cat, I started to say, if you're one of your family members that are allergic, I always say get rid of the family member, but that doesn't go over big. So I can't imagine not having an animal. If the other person doesn't like it, I'd be like, oh, sorry, nice knowing you. But I'm kidding. So you can come and sit and have a fur fix, because there's a lot of people that really, really love and want animals, and they just can't do it because of some of their family members are allergic. Some of them that I know, they take meds so their other family members can either have a dog or at least come and visit the farm. So they come for the day and they just take their meds.
So cat trees.
So you can see the brand new cat trees that were donated by a bunch of different people. This is just another one. We still have to put it together. And this was a couch that was donated by Donna and Frank. And then this one was donated. And you can see we have to put it together. It'll be really tall. And
we'll probably have a screen over that so the cats won't.
Yep, we'll have. So it's not. Yes, we will have a screen. Don't worry. We're making it very safe in here. They have 2 windows. We will have some little things so they can sit up and look out the window. It'll be really nice. So it's going to be like a tiny house, but for cats.
Yep.
and people will be able to visit.
And the
So,
couch they can sleep on.
yep, the couch I said was donated. So we have a few more days worth of work, and then I think we're going to be opening it. So maybe by the 21st, I think maybe that'll be the first day that you can walk in and see that.
A lot of people donating.
A lot of people donating time, money to get this. We had a Kegs for Kittens that was at the brewery at the Hidden Sands. So all of you who came to that event basically paid for this renovation to make this kitten cottage possible. So thank you all so much for that. Hello. Okay, so our turkeys. All right, here's our playing. You're playing a little rough. Tucker, you're big. You got to relax. You can tell they. Stop it.
I said that she taught him how to do this.
She did. So she picked on him as a puppy, and like would rip at his ears, and we would say, Brookie, Tucker's going to be bigger than you someday. It's like your little brothers. My brothers are bigger than me now. I can still kick their butts. Not really. I'm kidding.
They're
Kidding,
watching.
Gordon and Steven.
They're probably watching.
They're not watching. Our outhouses, we're going to say, we have a porta potty. This is our beautiful outhouse, but we're trying to keep it closed on the 21st. So go to the potty before.
Go through that hole like that.
Go to the potty before you come, because we're trying to keep the germs down. So if you can hold it until you get home, that would be appreciative. If we have an emergency, we do have a porta potty, but somebody will have to clean it right after you're there and sanitize everything so we can stay safe. So just keep that in mind on the 21st, and that will be written on our Facebook, Instagram, and our website. Okay, Miss Anna. Uh-oh, you too. Hey, Tucker and Brooke, am I going to have to separate you?
Maybe Cindy can.
Hey, Miss Sin, can you just grab Brooke, and then Tucker will behave. Brooklyn, go with Cindy. Caesar has his little rubber ducky. So, Canyon's used to all my dogs. Anna, not so much. She doesn't know. She is getting used to them because she's been here a week now. And she is a sweetheart, rescued from the racetrack. She is 6 years old. And she is lovely. Like I said, she's not completely sure about my dogs yet. And
Calm now.
she is much more calm. And you can see, if her old owners can see her, how muddy she is. She loves to roll in the dirt. Not all of my horses have met her yet. We're taking it slow because they can be a little more high-strung. They're thoroughbreds. They call them hot bloods for a reason. And, they have had, the racetrack life is very difficult on them. So we're introducing her to everything pretty slowly. Canyon, if he has to go out to go eat, or if we're getting his feet done for the farrier, she is beside herself if he is not there. So it's really a cute love story. We have some photos where they're eating, face to face, nose to nose. Right, pretty girl? But she is a doll baby. So we're so happy that she is here and off the track. Her name was Hi Jingo. We retired her name. Well, the people that surrendered her to us surrendered her name as well as her. So her name is now Anna. So the Hi Jingo, can you imagine? What kind of name? It's a tough name. The racetrack names are hard to remember, to say. We have Politico. That is his racetrack name. I didn't really know much about racing or anything when I took him in. I took him in so long ago. I'm like, that was his name. I call him P sometimes. I kind of shorten it. But Politico knows his name, so I did not change his name. Tucker's like, who's this new horse?
We can go see Canyon.
Let's go see Canyon. A lot of people love Canyon. So Canyon, we're not sure how this is going to work because he's always loose normally when visitors are here, because he is a lover. So we may have to let Canyon and Anna out. I just don't know how that's going to work out yet. So he has a beautiful new...
He has an itch.
He has an itch first. Look, see how horses have the itch? They use their teeth. Just like the other animals up. Then he gets a little stuff up his nose from the hay and just goes...
And Lorenzo back there.
Lorenzo is laying in the shade, half sun, half shade, right in front of the barn.
The hayride, what about that for
The hayride. Somebody asked about the hayride. We're not sure about the hayride because we have to sit 6 feet apart, and we have 2 wagons, so we could get some people on there. I just don't know if we're going to be allowed to do that. So we're trying to get that clarified within the next 2 weeks, so stay tuned. We probably won't be doing a Tucker demonstration where he sits up in the chair and eats because too many people gather around to see that.
First, right?
So yeah, at least at first. Now these rules are temporary, you guys. It's not going to be like this forever. You know, we all can't keep functioning just like this. I don't think it'll ever be the same, but we just have to do this for the safety of the animals, the safety of you, and the volunteers. Okay, we'll let you eat. He's eating his orchard grass. They eat orchard grass here. Some people feed alfalfa. I get this question a lot. This is orchard grass, and the difference between hay and straw is this is hay and it's flat like grass. So this is what they eat, and it's more green. When you see straw, it is like a tube. So in the winter, it's used for bedding because heat gets held in to that straw, and that's what keeps it warmer. It's very yellow, so that is the difference. Now, orchard grass is not as high in protein, so if we have alfalfa, it's like giving your kids a bunch of candy. So we try very hard not to give them alfalfa because the last thing we want is the new racehorse to be crazier. You can see she's very calm back there, but she's very calm and very sweet, but
she's jealous.
She's not jealous, but she can be very, wound up. So you have to watch what you feed these animals. And also she came with her own special diet. So you have to keep them on that diet or they can lose weight. If you're going to change an animal's diet, you should do it very slowly. A horse can colic, which that means that's like when their stomach twists, like some dogs get, and that can kill them. So we've had 2 horses colic here. Thank goodness we were able to save them. The vet comes out, you have to get them up, they want to lay down and roll, and you have to walk them until the vet gets here, and then they do some special things, which I won't talk about, to keep them moving. Okay, we'll see you later,
And
pretty girl.
The new peacock, the girl.
Yes, let's go see the new peacock, and then maybe we'll do an update on Angel and Steven, if we can find them, because
Jasmine, she wants to know if we can see the new peacock.
Jasmine, yes, we will go see the new peacock just for you. So I don't usually cage things up. She was in quarantine, make sure she knows where she is, getting fed, and then we will be releasing her with all of the others. We have a lot of boys. Let me tell you, the greeting committee there were a lot of males and female peacocks. You can hear them yelling in the background right now.
Crystal says you're very informative.
Okay, tell me if I talk too much. Is that a way of saying I speak too much? But I try and give you tidbits because a lot of people don't know. Somebody called me this morning and said they took in an outside cat and they made a house for it and they had it all good. The cat left. You know why? You have to lock a cat up for up to 4 days to a week to make sure that they know. If anybody has ever seen, oops, watch that log, watch that stump.
Okay.
There's Mr. Steven. He is volunteering by himself. That's why he is unmasked, but he has his mask right at his neck. So if somebody comes near him, and then there's Billy and Lily. They're just getting to watch him clean their pen, and they're very happy watching
What's
as
better
he
than
works.
watching someone clean your house?
Isn't that nice? I know. I love that. Okay. Here she is. What do we name her? We named her.
I forgot.
Now I just had, wait, I know, her name's Rose.
Yeah.
So Rose is the woman who contacted me about rescuing this peacock, and it was in a 50 and over community. And let me tell you, I'm thinking, really? I think these people, it must be some other animal. This can't be a peacock. Well, it was a peacock, and it was a female, and she was just sitting on somebody's deck, and the houses are this close together. I'm like, where did they come from? It was in the middle of their development with no farms in sight. So I have no idea if somebody dumped her or if it was a joke, but she wasn't getting fed at all. She was eating grass, that's it. But everybody was afraid to go near her. They didn't know what she was. So should we go in?
Yeah, sure. Your Aunt Sue wants to know where Eddie, Louie, and Dookie are.
Aunt Sue, she wants to know where Eddie, Louie, and Dookie are. They're the baby ducks.
They got big.
They are big. So they have been mixing in with the rest of the other ducks, and they're hard to tell the difference. And Mama Sue is kind of like, you're on your own, kids. You're old enough now. So they are hard to spot, but we will see if we can find them a little later. So this is this chicken is going to probably be laying an egg. Some of them are just up here, just to be up high. They like to be up high. You can see we bought our own purchase to put them up.
Ask why the eggs are different colors.
The eggs are different colors because they're different types of chickens. So this chicken will lay a golden brown egg. This white chicken lays a white egg. Go figure. However, the barred rock chickens, which are the stripies, they will lay brown eggs as well. Are you pretty cute? You're pretty. Oh, right. And then you can see this one has a little purple on his back. This is her medicine. Some of the chickens that come into here, we have way too many roosters. We have over 90. I used to always say yes to roosters because I was afraid of what will happen to them if I don't take them in. However, we have 90 and there are just too many, and they are actually starting to fight to the death, so I have to separate them. And the girls really get beaten up if you have too many. So you should have one rooster to your flock if you can help it, and let the others maybe roam around outside of the pen if you can.
So Melissa wants to know, who does Lori's makeup? Such a natural beauty.
Oh, you are so sweet. I actually do wear makeup. People go,
Why'd you have to say that?
if I, Adele does my makeup.
So.
Don't tell. She doesn't want everybody lined up outside. And she puts, believe it or not, curlers were in my hair today. My hair is so straight it doesn't even take to curl. However, we never even showed you the peacock. We're too busy yapping. I'm sorry.
Your makeup.
My makeup. All right. But thank you, whoever said that. It was very sweet. You should see me. People say, "Are you sick?" if I don't have my eye makeup on. Hey, girlfriend, where did you go? Hang on. We have to get her.
Patricia said she's glad you talk a lot. You answer all of her questions.
Oh, good. So there's Miss Rose, and it's funny. She's kind of like a little bit brownish rose color. Brooke wants to see her so bad. Can't you jump up, Rose? Rose, get up on your perch. Cindy, come around here. I know you're trying to worry about the door, but she might get up on her perch. If you do, yeah, just lock. Brooklyn, leave her alone. So let's, Matt, come over here a little bit, so maybe she'll jump up on her perch.
Okay.
I don't want to freak her out because she's been so happy that she hasn't been being chased. Because, when I had to go get her, I had to use a net and she had to be chased. And thank goodness I got her very quickly, because it's pretty funny watching me catch a peacock a lot of times.
And Crystal says she likes your haircut.
Thank you,
it's like
Crystal.
A fashion show.
Like I said, I actually get a shower and do my hair and makeup for all you, but on a regular day, you'd be like, is that a girl or a guy? So, yeah, in the winter, you can't tell. Where did she go?
She's right over there.
Okay, can you see her?
If Cindy walks that way, she might come over.
Cindy, walk this. Yeah, keep walking, Cindy. Let's see. Walk with Brookie. Here she goes.
There we go.
All right, so stand there, Cindy, and let me walk this way.
At least you can see her now.
See her with the chickens. We thought we were afraid of the chickens picking on her. She rules the roost in the coop. We call this this is our corn crib. This originally was built for peacocks. I bought this one. So Ricky, the one big white peacock that you've seen, I think every Facebook live video, he's the one that's pure white with a big gigantic plume. He got hit by a car. They said he would never walk again. I asked the vet, is he in a lot of pain? And he said no. So I thought, well, let me bring him home to say goodbye to his wife, Lucy, because they said you should euthanize him. And I want to be humane and I don't want them to suffer. And then when I had him home, he was eating, he was going to the bathroom, he just couldn't get up. So I thought, well, let me just keep him going for a little while. And then I thought I could build this. And then I would have a hanger from the top that would be like a bungee cord with a harness. And then they can just bounce around so he doesn't get bed sores. Well, as I was getting this built, I had somebody come and do a concrete round piece so the thing doesn't get flipped over. And we were building this, and soon enough, Ricky stood up by himself, and then he took a step, and then he took another step. And slowly but surely, within 3 months, he was walking. And he and his wife were reunited for good. And they since had a baby, and then now that baby has had a baby. So there are now 3 generations of peacocks, Ricky and Lucy. and now there's a peacock in their original area. However, usually it's for the chickens, and it's some of our chickens that they have these things called saddles that you can put on their backs for the chickens that look like they're naked right there. Woo, naked. So you can get saddles that they sell at most feed supply stores.
So Mary wants to know if all peacocks have big feathers.
So no, the girl peacocks have little feathers. Just like, so her feathers are as long as they're going to get. They might fill out a bit. Brooklyn, stop chasing my girl, please. Or stop walking. Let me see if I can.
I got her.
You got her?
Yeah.
Okay, so her tail feathers are not long. They usually get a little longer than that, but the girls are not as attractive as the boys. I said only in humans are the females more attractive than the males. The male peacocks are the ones with the big long plumes. Now they don't have them all year long. Right now they all have them, but they do shed their feathers. And you should see on visiting day, people are running around looking for the peacock feathers because they're gorgeous. But they do the dance. They bring up their plumes and they dance in shimmer at each other, kind of like the mummers. They always said that they reminded me of the mummers, and they are flirting with the females. So we have quite a few females, we have more males than females, and the males are the really pretty ones. Mostly they're blue and green. However, like I said, I have one that's white with a blue chest. That's the male. Most of the females are muted in color, just like Rose here. We also have Lucy. She is more of a grayish white, where this one's a little more brownish, kind of rosy color. How apropos with her name being Rose. Okay, so we'll come on out. Cindy will unlock the door.
Vicky Schmidt is watching.
Oh, Vicky Schmidt. She's the one making sure that my volunteers, she's our vice president of the farm, and she makes sure that all the volunteers are wearing masks.
We just had a picture of her with Brookie.
Yes, there was a picture of Vicky, and they were doing the high five. So Brooklyn knew that she's one of our wonderful healthcare workers. She is actually a respiratory therapist. We always call her our vet tech because she knows everything there is to know about animals. I don't know why she's not a vet. It seems like she knows everything there is to know. She knows a lot.
Wildlife, right?
And she does our wildlife. So if there's wildlife questions, that's how come we know about the deer and the bunnies. And we also work with Wildlife Aid in Egg Harbor Township as well, Suzanne. Okay. Wait, where are we going?
How about the cowboy or the baby chicken?
Okay. You know what? We've not.
Baby duck.
There's baby ducks. Okay, hold on. Let's see if we can see the miniature ponies. They're not ponies, they're horses. Oh, here's one of the boy peacocks. He's perched up in a tree. Since we were on the peacock subject, you can see his blue chest. It's a brilliant blue. And then he has like some teal and green. And when those feathers go up, they do the little shimmer. And they actually make a noise. And that is them trying to flirt with the females.
Okay, so 2 questions. Crystal wants to know where you got your boots. And do we have wheelchairs here?
So we do have a wheelchair here. We have one. Most people come with their own wheelchairs, but we have had some people that, they don't own a wheelchair if they just broke their leg or something and they can't really get around on the crutches. It's too hard for them. But these boots, I have no idea. I like my fringy boots. I don't know where. They are as old as the hills. I actually need some new boots because they've been getting worn out. Really? He says, yes, you do, Mom. You need some new boots. So we have not been in the pen with the miniature horses. They are both stallions. That means they are not gelded, which means they are not fixed, which means they have a lot of testosterone. You're not really supposed to put a boy and a boy together. Brooklyn, and you get over here. You're done. Go out. Tucker, you're the one starting it. Brookie, you have to go out with Cindy. Tucker, you're going to be in timeout. He never gets in timeout because he's mommy's baby. But Tucker, come here. So this is why we do lock up the dogs sometimes. So you can see we have Silver is on the right and Flash is on the left. Flash has a black head. They did not come together. Tucker, come over here. Thank you. So they did not come together. They're both stallions. So everybody's like, oh my gosh, they're going to fight so bad. There's going to be blood. They're going to kill each other. And in the beginning, they were trying to see who was boss. So it's so funny. I have cameras up because I'm always watching the animals. They Flash chases Silver, so I'm like, oh, he's the one who's the alpha. And then next thing you know, Silver is chasing Flash. It's just them playing together. They are inseparable. They did not come together. They're not even similar ages. I don't think we even know Silver's age. Flash, his owner died, and he kept showing up on the road, and people were thinking that he was going to get hit by a car. So they asked me to take him, and I already knew I had one. I already had Silver. And I'm like, how are two stallions going to get along? But you know, at the funny farm, we all get along. So they knew the rules. So they said, well, we would usually try and, fight a little more. But they get along like best brothers. And it's so cute when they're fighting, when they play fight, they get up on their hind legs like you see on those Budweiser commercials. And they fight with their front legs, and it is the cutest little thing. Look, they're giving kisses right now. Can you see? Look, oh, she's gonna kind of do it. These are my only animals that, like, on command, I say, show them how you play. Uh-oh. Okay, we won't look at that.
Go to another scene.
We're gonna go to it and cut. So they're playing a little.
I wants to know if we can see Stinky, but I saw that he wasn't up when we walked by.
He was not up. We can see if he has Stinky been fed yet? So Stinky has not been fed. Do you want to go on ahead? So Miss Cindy will go along and see if she can pull a little food up and see if we can get him out. We did show him last week. Now, who said that?
Jasmine.
Jasmine, we did show him last week. You can see our live videos. Number 9. This is our 10th video. You can see our live videos unlive after the fact, because some people are like, oh, darn, I missed Hope today. You can actually go back and see that if you want. They're on our website, right?
Yeah, they're on YouTube right now.
They're on YouTube.
And some of them are on the website.
And they're on the website. You have to do for YouTube. We have a YouTube channel called Funny Farm Rescue. Don't get confused with anybody else. Funny Farm Rescue. It doesn't say in Sanctuary on that one. But Mays Landing, New Jersey.
Annalise wants to see some cats. Just tell her to rewind to the beginning.
Annalise, we had little kittens and we had Hope on. So you're going to have to see this after. Okay. Oh, here's baby ducks. Did they? Okay. So these are Muscovy ducks. And you can see her babies. They're those little yellow puffballs. Again, it is baby season. There are a lot of babies and a lot of unwanted animals. So, all right, dogs, go away from the baby chickens. They don't know you yet. Caesar, come over here. So they're actually like teenager chicks now.
So mostly we don't have babies unless they sneak them by, right?
Sneak them by, or these.
Do we steal the eggs?
We do steal the baby eggs, not the baby eggs. As soon as duck lay eggs, we try and take them. So they are, they don't turn into babies. They have to be sat on for 21 days. So sometimes they do sneak them by. I actually think that she is our Muscovy, and she's hid in such a spot that we never even saw her. We were looking for her, and then one day she comes out like, hello, look who I have. So she only has a few, thank goodness, but they're the Muscovy ducks that go. Can you hear that? It sounds like they're hissing. And then they also perch like a regular bird. They have very sharp claws, and they're not the prettiest duck that we have here. The boys are even uglier. Hey. Not that the girl, they're not ugly, but they have these faces. Here's a boy unique. They're unique. That's a good word, unique. So here's one of the boy Muscovies. They actually have like a Tucker, excuse you. Tucker's like, well, let me show you.
He's like a photo bomber.
He is a photo bomber. All right, here's the boy and the girl Muscovy here.
Okay.
So the boy has that big red face, and he also has a mohawk. If he puts his hair up, his hair looks like a mohawk. And they wag their tails like a dog, and then they go. So if you see them, let's just walk this way. Okay. Here's the skunk. All right, Cindy, we won't go too far. We'll just stay here for a minute. Here's Lucy.
Oh, there's the 3 babies.
There's Lucy and the 3 babies. Aunt Sue, Eddie, Louie, and Dookie are next to the black basin. They were in swimming, and they jumped out, and that's where they are. And there's the 2.
Look how big they are.
These are 2 male peacocks, but they have not grown their plumes yet because they're young. They were babies last year. So here's Eddie, Louie, and Dookie. Their beaks are very pale yellow. Sometimes some of our geese, you can see how orange their beaks are. But these are Peking ducks. Somebody got those, I believe, from Tractor Supply. And we have taken in so many, we really can't take any more because we have over 300 ducks. But Eddie, Louie, and Dookie are very special because they're bonded. They're named after my cousins because they're always getting into things that they shouldn't. That's how my cousins are. But they swim in front of my house in the little pool. Not the big pool, the little pool. I do have big geese swimming in little pools. Somebody said all right, after this we'll show them the bunny that we have. This is Stinky, thanks Cindy. He lives in a pen and he has a cage that goes down. They are nocturnal. You guys all know what that means, right? That means that he sleeps now, so we're waking him up. It's like waking up your kid. It's like, kid, get up! And then they're like, Mom, I'm tired. So he's used to it quite a bit, but he still sleeps late. Are you trying to go to sleep? Look, he's giving hugs. He wants to go to bed. He eats bugs and berries, and it's actually called that. You can only get skunks in one place in New Jersey. You have to buy them. You have to purchase them. You can't pick up a skunk in the wild. They're a high vector rabies species. He's probably on top of my microphone, I was just thinking.
Oh, yeah.
And he's holding my necklace, Finn.
He wants your
This is why you don't wear jewelry. Now Cindy's choking. Oh, gee. Oh, Shane, wait. Oh, my goodness. She's a little rough. Uh-oh. We lost just so you know, we lost our cap.
We need that for the wind.
All right, we'll have to find it. Oh, it's in my hand. I got it. Okay. Surprise!
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like a Cracker Jack box.
It is. Oh, wait, it's this way. So Stinky, back to Stinky. You can only, I know I've said this on some of my other live videos, he pulls your hair though. You can only purchase them at one place. You have to have a permit. You cannot just pick up a wild animal and be like, oh, I think I'll keep it. You cannot. They have to be descented. A lot of the biggest, Brookie's deciding, I'm not in the pool because we're not over there, but I'm going to just go swim. People say, how come your waters are not always sparkling clean between them and the ducks? Actually, our duck ponds are very, very clean right now, but they will be in there soon and they get them muddy. So back to Stinky. You have to purchase one if you're going to get one, or if you're adopting one that somebody else had purchased, they have to have a permit. You have to do quarterly reports. It's quite a bit of paperwork, and you have to pay money to be able to have them. But you should not get a skunk from the wild. You cannot get a skunk from the wild. And you should always stay away from them, not just because they may spray you, but because they could carry diseases, like a lot of wild animals, so you have to be very careful. All right, Mr. Stinky. He also has to trim his nails. I had said that before. He hates when Mommy trims his nails. All right. We don't want any flashing on this. Okay, go ahead. Good boy.
Aunt Sue said you're right about your cousins always getting in trouble.
Yes. Cousins are. So there's Miss Lucy. I think Matt already showed you her. But you can see she's kind of got more of a grayish-green neck. And the rest of her is like more of a grayish-brownish. The other one, Rose, is more white. So, you know, just a difference in some of them. All right, should we go see Yogi? Oh, wait, Bunny. So I remembered, even though I have ADHD. Tucker, get on my wire. So, we don't have many bunnies right now, believe it or not, because so many people have adopted since this COVID. And since people are home, they're able to acclimate their bunnies. So I hope that that's not the one. Tucker loves bunnies. Okay, here's Mr. Theodore. Theodore! This is Theodore. He is our one-eared bunny. Come here, baby. Oh, my cat ears just knocked me out. All right. Theodore, you're usually really friendly. Hold on. Stop now. Easy. Stop. You're usually... Buddy, no. Brooke. All right, wait, we're tangled up. Hold on. Okay.
Okay.
Brooke.
About that?
Technical difficulties with our wire. Okay, so this is a one-eared bunny. You can see him. He is missing an ear. So I believe that the people told me it happened since birth, so I don't know if one of the other bunnies had, or it doesn't usually happen, so if something happened, some kind of an accident, but he is our one-eared bunny.
Is that like pinning a tail on the donkey?
This is...
You have to play.
Matt. So he is a lop ear. See how his ear goes down? A lot of bunny ears, or like my kitty cat ears, they stick straight up. This is a lop ear, and he's a sweetheart. A lot of people say, oh, let me get a bunny. They can be litter trained. They can be in your house. They do poop, but it's like those little round pebbles, so it's not like having a duck in your house. So it's much cleaner. A lot of my friends have them, and they run all around the house, and they can be really wonderful pets. You do have to trim their nails. One of the biggest myths are give them carrots. You don't give them carrots. They're too high in sugar. You also have to give them different things that they can eat because it will keep their teeth from growing. So like little wooden houses and little wooden toys, and they will eat them and keep their teeth down. All right, say bye, Farty. Oh, hold on, you can't go out. Okay. He was getting excited. So this is his condo. He has a condo. We need to get it painted. So when we have painter volunteers, we need to match this one to everything else that needs to be red. We have a few of them that are still grayish or brown. But he goes upstairs. You can see he has water and water because some of them like to drink like they would in, Brooklyn wants to drink. So they like to drink out of the pan, and then some like to have, like when you see gerbils or hamsters, where they press the button and then the water comes out. So we're not really sure how he drank. So it looks like he drinks from both, but if he wants a big drink, he usually gets it out of here. So we give him both. And then these are what we feed him. They are bunny pellets. They're the right proper nutrition for them. And then they eat Timothy hay. That's what we feed our bunnies. There are some bunny rescues. That's all they do. They know a lot more than I do, but we help out wherever we can. And there's our emu. She is over 15 years old. And then these are the turkeys. I hear we're getting some turkeys today, and I'm hoping they can just stay loose because this is like one crew that we have. These are the Bourbon brothers. And these are domesticated turkeys, unlike some of the wild turkeys that we do have roaming around the farm. Okay, we're trying, oh, and here's Fiona. It's kind of like the same characters, but different days. Fiona. Tucker wants to say hi. So this is my oldest goat. She is ancient, and she is the last of her group. Everybody else has since passed because of their age, but she is hanging in there. Her ears are missing because a dog ate them off. Not to be confused with La Mancha goats. They're the goats that have little tiny ears. That is the breed. She really doesn't have an ear on the left side, and on our right side, looking at her, you can see actually where the chomp came from the dog bite. So she's a little skittish around the dogs. However, she knows my dogs. So she's pretty good. When they get too close, she does seem like she wants to buck them. But you can see she looks like a ram because of the way her horns have grown. That is to show their age as well. You saw Billy the goat. They're long, but they kind of just curve back. These kind of curve around because she is so old. So we scratch her and brush her underneath that because you really can't get underneath those big curly horns. They also are different than a deer. Deer shed their antlers, and every year, goats, there's blood running through them. So if they ever come off, they can bleed out. They can bleed to death.
Annalise says Matthew wants to know how many animals live at the funny farm.
So Annalise and Matthew, they wanted to know how many live at the funny farm, and we say 550 plus or 600 plus. If you're counting every baby, forget about it. There's a lot. There's a lot here. Oh, let's go to the chicken coop real fast since we're right here. Chicken coop. This is where we get a lot of we get some eggs. We don't get a ton of eggs. Up here's one girl. She's like, hello, some privacy, please. She had, oh, guess what? Excuse me. Look at that. Now, that's a little tiny egg. I'm not so sure if that was her egg or if that was somebody else's, but you can see somebody broke an egg in there. That's what happened. So you have to get the eggs pretty quickly because sometimes they will, if they start to peck their eggs, they will eat them. So you don't want that to happen or you don't get any eggs. We don't get a lot of eggs because a lot of our chickens are rescued because they don't lay eggs anymore, and we don't care. They can still hang here.
But we sell them, and we have a lot of fun.
We do sell eggs here. They are free range. You see a lot of the chickens roaming around. Some of these are in right now, but a lot of them we let them loose. They have two areas. You can see we have a covering up top. There's one of the roosters. So if you do have chickens, make sure you bury your fences about 2 feet. These go down into the ground. I don't have predators here, but if I did, if they kept digging, Farley, you're photobombing. But if you dig, you can't, you'll still run into the fence, so your chickens will be safe. We also have a roof. Now we have some area that it's like a skylight because you still want them to we don't want them in the dark, right? You want them to have a roof so they can be protected. They don't have to be in their house to get out of the rain. So they'll still have their yard. So it's half exposed, half not exposed. But you can see we have a nice roof. So nobody has ever been taken from there. Because most people do have to worry about predators. Most people have to worry about predators. Like I said, we don't so much here, but we try and still make the pens, the enclosures strong for that reason if ever we were to get any. Okay. The pigs are sleeping, so we're going to let them be. And then, uh-oh, look at our geese. So there's Mike, one of the volunteers. The geese like to play with the volunteers sometimes. They're the only ones that can be a little bit nippy. Not the only ones, but usually they can be a little bit nippy. And let's let Yogi out. So we always have you guys sign waivers. One for the geese, the other, it's all one waiver, but Yogi has these big horns, so he likes to play. Hey, let me get it. Caesar, come here. He don't mess with him. He's a little bit too big. You can see the dogs are not afraid. And I don't think I don't think the cow will ever do anything on purpose, but we always like to be safe, right? Caesar, okay, you can come out. You want to say hi?
He wants to see.
Last week, I wasn't paying attention, and he thinks I'm playing, so he likes to use his horns, and then he actually grazed my face. What? Who are you yelling for? You can get out, it's open. Okay, there goes a horse. Uh-oh. So the horse is going now. Here he goes. Here he goes. Stormy. Stormy. Oh, and then the alpaca, which we are trying to get on the schedule now that people are starting to schedule to get him sheared, because you can imagine he is very hot. Oh, he's stopping for a snack. You see, that's how I keep my trees trimmed here. We just don't allow him to trim the trees up at Chucky's tree. That's the one with the fenced in.
That'll be good to end on him.
Okay, here's Ricky. Ricky the peacock that we were talking about, that's white. You can see his big plumes. Now, he's not showing them like a mummer right now because he doesn't find us attractive. However, if he sees a girl peacock, he would get very big and he shakes his feathers around. So
Tucker, come over to your mom.
Tucker, come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Are you still wet from the pool? You are. Sit down. Sit down. Sit. Good boy. Okay. So here's Tucker. He wants to say, hope all of you are staying safe, and we're so excited to be able. Oh, Caesar's like, I'm in on this one too. We're so excited to see you guys, and hopefully in 2 weeks. Keep a lookout. We're going to have all of the temporary rules to keep the animals, you and our volunteers safe. We will be requiring everybody to wear a mask as per the CDC. Try not to go to the potty here. Hold it. Do it before you leave, and then maybe you don't have to spend all day. Maybe 2 hours to start out, or an hour, and then you can go when you go home, just to limit the amount of germs that are passed around. Also, remember, when you're petting an animal, don't touch your face when you're done until you go to one of the hand washing stations, or the what do you call that stuff that goes on your hand? Matt, what's that stuff called?
What?
Not the hand washing stations, the sand sanitizer. Okay, I forget a word every week. Is that it? Instead of each?
Gunner is.
Gunner?
Gunner, he's in the house.
Gunner's in the house because he's naughty.
He was barking.
He is barking, and then he plays with Brooke. So this one plays with Brooke a little bit much, and so does Gunner. Puppy, I'm not sure where Puppy is. He's out, but he's inside too, because they were both being a little naughty. So, did you not like that bug? So thank you so much for watching and tuning in. We hope we're bringing some happiness to this crazy time of ours, and we hope to see you soon. If there are big crowds when you guys show up, maybe leave and come back later on the 21st because we're not sure how many yet are going to be allowed in. So we will be monitoring that. So thank you guys, and have a great rest of the weekend, which there's not much left, and have a great weekend. We'll see you next weekend. Bye.